Listen 3000.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You are watching and listening to Listen 3000. I am Cesar.
And I am Zen.
Yeah, we are here with a special guest today. A great new family member of the pod,
yes.
Snowden. Everybody give it up for Snowden. That is the wrong choice.
There we go.
Hello. Damn, I got to do that again. No, it's fine. No, yeah, but give it up for
I'm
Snowden.
comfortable with whatever choice you want to go with.
You know what? You lucky he didn't put the Tyrese one. The Tyrese one would have been bad. We'll get to that sound later.
No,
but
sure.
yes, Snowden, we're happy to have you, man. Excited to talk about all the madness from yesterday. Yeah, how about you just introduce yourself to the people and let everybody know what you got going on.
So my name is Kevin Snowden, but I go by my last name because there's like a million Kevins in the world, and you got to find a way to stick out somehow.
Facts.
Basically, pop culture tends to be my thing, but I usually stick around the realm of like Marvel, Disney, in like animation and stuff like that. Like, you know, animation is for everybody. I hate the people that say animation is for kids.
Me too.
No. It's for everybody. But other than that, you know, I'm one of those people who like to hear other people's opinions on stuff and then offer mine and just have like a healthy conversation. Sometimes that gets into debates and arguments, but I feel like that's the fun part about being in any part of these fandoms.
Facts.
But you know, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, all the social media platforms, just doing that basically. And it's been a fun time so far.
That's awesome, man.
Nah, facts, man.
Yeah, I definitely peep your content. You got some hot takes out there. I seen you be saying some stuff. So I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what you don't. Yep. But trouble is good in this room, you know. So but we're hyped to we're excited to have you. I guess just let everybody know. We'll do it at the end too, but let everybody know all your socials and stuff so they can check you out.
So Instagram is Music by Snowden, all one word. And then TikTok is Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood, which is the same name as my YouTube channel. YouTube channel is kind of vacant. I haven't been on there in a bit because TikTok just seems to be a little bit easier when you don't have a computer. Right. So the YouTube, I'm going to get the wheel spinning on it again. But for right now, those are like the three major platforms that I'm on: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Great, man.
Sure.
And cool. Well, actually, I'm gonna ask a question. Okay. Since we're in interview mode, you said that your one platform is Music Snowden, right? You said
that's true. That's true.
So
I also
you do some stuff. What you do? Because this is Listen 3000. You know, we do get into music too.
You're right. So I rap. I don't know exactly where in the grand scale of hip hop I would land. But if I was to tell you like my, inspirations, it definitely leans towards Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, Kyle.
I already see where you at. Okay.
Yeah. Like in that realm.
Dope.
But like outside of that, like I listen to pretty much anybody. Like as long as they have something that tickles my fancy, I'm cool with listening to it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, give it up for that. Am I going to get it right? Yeah. Come on, there we go.
There we go.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, man, no, that's dope. We def got to check out some of your stuff. I didn't know you had music as well. Like, do you have stuff out?
Yeah. So basically anywhere that you can get music, you can find. I have two albums out. One's called Oddball, and then one's called Plus Ultra.
Bet.
And then there's supposed to be a third one I'm working on, but you know, life kind of hits you, out of nowhere, and then other times you just lose like creativity, and the train just stops altogether. So I'm trying to, throw coals in the engine real quick and try to get it back up and running. Same thing with the YouTube. It's just
life happens.
Weird year, man.
I get you, man. I get you.
That's facts,
100%. Yeah, take your time, and we can't wait to hear what you got going on, man.
Nah, for sure.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, I guess let's just get into the madness.
Real quick. One thing.
What you doing?
So this is for everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. I want to say that at the beginning of the video. We're going to be having giveaways and stuff coming up this coming month. So just make sure if you're watching this, like, subscribe, leave a comment, because we about to get to some things here. You know what I mean? You see we have to bring a special guest with us to get into into this because it might get controversial.
Yeah,
you know, we
get crazy.
Right, so
I sure hope so.
That's the best. That's when it's fun. You know,
right?
Where are we at now? All right, entering the world. Yeah, you go ahead.
The animation side of the Marvel announcements.
Yes.
So, hold up. Let's find something. You want to pull it up?
Some dates.
Up? Yeah, just to get the dates on that joint.
Wait,
hold up, give me a
me
second.
pull it up?
I got one for the animation. Here we go. All right, so we got What If Season 2. And this is from the Cosmic Circus. Shout out to them. Shout out to ZENN. Shout out to all of them over there.
Gang.
Where's that?
They forgot.
I see Spider-Man. Okay, here we go.
Cool.
What If Season 2 got announced. And it sounds cool. It's early
there's no date, right?
Early 2023. Yeah.
I think it says spring or something.
Some of the information that they gave us, obviously Captain Carter is going to be returning.
Mm-hmm. Which we knew.
Yeah, we knew that.
From the post-credit.
We're going to get the Lost episode from last season, the one that we were supposed to see with Gamora and Iron Man on.
Forgot about that.
Supposed to get a 1602 episode, like the.
Yes, you told me that. So, because what did I send you this tweet about the writer dude?
Yeah, the writer guy.
Yeah, I think it's the same dude that wrote Sandman.
It is
right.
It is Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, and he basically did a comic, I guess, years ago of if there were Avengers or superheroes in the year 1602. Yeah, and they said it's an episode about it. I didn't even know they were doing that till you told me. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool.
That gets me kind of excited.
Right.
I did not know that was an episode. But I read a little bit of 1602 back when it came out. Like it's very interesting. So I guess if they're doing an episode, I guess I'll watch it. But other than that, this show.
Oh, you're not. Oh, here we go. You're not into What If.
All right, so hold on.
Yeah,
did you not like last season at all? Did that turn you off to it, or is it just the idea of the whole thing?
So, I'll give whatever the thing that I'm talking about its flowers when it's due. The animation, beautiful. I thought the voice acting, while some of them were kind of like stoic and like, stale, I thought for the most part, everything was done very well.
Okay.
I just think as a show and the concept of what they pitched What If to be, it was a complete dud. And it was a missed opportunity on what they could have done.
Okay.
Instead of just telling us stories that we've already seen, but hey, what if we just switch this person and stuff like that? I was like, all right,
I get this.
Cool.
Okay.
Like the Captain Carter episode, I know like a lot of people didn't like it. I wasn't on that band. I was like, okay.
It's kind of cool, right? Yeah, it was kind of cool.
It's the first episode. My mind is open to it, and then the T'Challa as Star-Lord episode. I was like, okay, all right. So we're just gonna keep going with this, I guess. And then
I see.
They made it seem like the story was going to all like culminate and come together, which they tried to make it happen, but due to the aforementioned missed episode, things just don't make sense at the end.
All the way. Yeah. That's a good point.
And then just certain episodes didn't need to be there. Like which one of them I just did not gel with. Oh, the Thor. The having a party.
Thor was definitely random.
Because it was like,
what is happening?
Yeah, like it's not like Thor already was kind of like
he is a party Thor.
Bit, so what is this? What is the what if here? I don't understand.
Correct.
I'm getting it.
And they were like, what if Thor just threw a big ass party for everybody? And I was like,
and I can see him doing that.
Right. That's not a different scenario.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with the way that like they've been taking the Thor character. It's not disbelievable. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made it up. It's not out of the realm of possibility that would happen.
Right.
But then I don't know. And then ultimately having like Killmonger try to pull the bait and switch at the end, I was like, no. I knew you were a bad person. Not only did I see the movie you were in, but I also watched the episode. So of course you were going to turn on all of them. I'm not stupid.
You're right. That wasn't really a twist.
No,
it was the twist that we all saw.
Right. And then when Marvel was like, characters from this are going to pop up places in the movies. And the only person we got was Captain Carter. Granted, I know why. Because like from what I understand, they wanted to make like a full show about like the T'Challa Star-Lord character. But, rest in peace to Chadwick. They can't do that anymore. Right. Because they really liked his character and where they could go with him. But like Captain Carter is the only person y'all wanted to pull out of that show. True. I guess. And then like it never clicked to me the way that it clicked for everybody else. But in the same year we got Sam Wilson as Captain America, y'all instantly ushered somebody else carrying the shield in front of us.
You talk right now.
And I was like, Yeah, that's not good, bro, because why is she here?
Yeah.
But he's still not even mentioned by anybody. Mm-hmm. It's just odd. But I don't know, like season 2, I guess could be good.
You got me thinking different now because I get.
Well, see, I don't want to change your perspective on it. You know what I mean?
It's not in a bad way, right? It's not going to change my experience. Like I'm going to go into the show, still probably like it because I enjoyed the first one. But now looking at it from that perspective, you're 100% right. They didn't really do anything different.
No, they didn't.
Right,
like they just played with the regular sandbox they had. We thought we were getting a whole new sandbox, a whole new thing, and it was just like, oh, y'all just flipping things around. Kind of.
And then on top of that, how many episodes left off with cliffhangers that were never answered?
True.
That's a very.
There was like a Thanos zombie at one point.
Yes, there was.
Never popped up again.
Never popped up. Yeah.
Loki coming down to wage war because the Avengers had lost or whatever.
Oh, right.
Never went anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, that was everybody like praises the Doctor Strange episode, and while it was good. The episode where Hank Pym took out all the Avengers
is low-key sleeper. Yeah,
I was like, wait a second.
That's at least my second John. I don't even know which one's better. I'm with you.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
I was like, now this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because what would we have done if Loki still came down here? But this man has gone and killed everybody because y'all essentially led his daughter to her downfall. That's such an interesting story that they told. And then they just never did anything else like that. And so they were like, hey, what if Killmonger helped out Tony in the first movie?
You're right. I thought that was random, too. This is why it was different. Like, for me, it was like, because I actually felt all the ways you felt, but because I'm just like, oh, this is different. I'm simple. I'm a simp a little bit. Like, I'm just like, I'm going to take it. You know what I mean?
Also, for me, too, like, I forgot which show we were in between when we got What If. But I was just like happy we were getting more Marvel content in between the shows.
That's why I'm calling me the same vibe. Just like
I feel you, like I feel you. Because even this joint, like some of the episodes that they described didn't really do much to me.
Did nothing for me, to be honest.
The one of the joints that I am looking forward to, they got Wenwu versus Odin.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm interested in that.
That's hard.
So like the 10 Rings.
I forgot about that.
Like,
I forgot about that.
The gods.
That actually is the only episode that's got me. What else is here? Bucky saves Red Guardian. Okay. Steve Rogers comes up with a plan with other events. Okay, that's 1602, right? Or is that not the same thing? Yeah, that's 1602.
Yeah, that's 1602.
So Steve Rogers is in 1602 with that?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a version of him in that.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Iron Man is through the multiverse. Okay. The Grandmaster appears with a wink at a statue of himself. Am I reading this off, or is this actually the plots to these?
I think this. I don't know. I don't know.
It might just be like little mini description,
right? Because this sounds so simple. I'm just like, what is that? Well, that's an episode.
And then I'm also wondering. So I guess the Gamora Tony Stark episode is just. I guess there's no connection to the because remember it was supposed to be last
different
season,
episode.
Yeah, because now they can't
to the Ultron thing, and but that didn't happen.
Switch.
So
Yep.
Well, not only that, now they're pitching that episode as Thor. I'm sorry, it's from Thor Ragnarok. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
but they're saying, oh, Tony's on Sakaar, and we're all like, yeah, we knew that from that one little clip where he popped up and he had the Hulkbuster suit,
right,
for whatever reason. And then now, instead of being teamed up with Gamora, it seems they're teaming him up with Valkyrie.
Yep.
And I'm like, how are you swapping a whole character to make it fit? You should have just. Why are we doing this?
Damn, this is weird decisions.
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, Valkyrie, I love her.
Yeah,
I love her.
It's just random.
But like, if it was pitched as Gamora, I feel like a Gamora Tony is a cooler back and forth would be a better matchup. I feel like
she still might be part of the episode too. I think also, but they
somewhere
they just changed it though. Yeah, because isn't in the comic they get down, they get busy and
Gamora, they do.
They do. Yeah, Gamora, she be playing. She be playing the life out of him.
Oh,
yeah,
like it's funny. It's Guardians. A nice dynamic. Yes,
He had a dope suit.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was certainly doing his best.
Oh man, I gotta show you.
I'm not gonna front. Zoe Saldana came to my doorstep. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, I understand why Quill gonna be broken down in the next movie, but we're gonna get into that too. But yeah, man, honestly, you got me looking in hindsight of the show a little differently. My experience was cool because it was again exactly what we said. I was taking the content at the time.
Right.
I remember we were like Marvelous for a sec, just maybe 2 months, and I was like,
on
my feet.
Yeah, I agree with that one. But it was just nice to have. It was nice to have screen.
Yeah. Especially we never seen that animation. It was the first time doing this Marvel thing, so like. That was dope, but in hindsight, you're right, it really wasn't. I might be obsessed with 2 episodes. I don't go back to it much. I'll go back to some other stuff. You know what I mean? I don't really go back to it. So that's a good point. But I am hopefully they hear. I feel like we haven't heard enough people say that enough for them to hear it and switch something. Yeah. No, sometimes you can tell that they hear what we saying and they're like, all right, I'm gonna go like the Daredevil thing. Right. You know, when we get into that.
But not to discredit animation. Obviously, we all love this.
Right.
But absolutely. I just feel like they might not. I don't know. They might not be listening that deeply
into that. They just might be making something, being creative and making
just
something.
Being creative. Right. You feel me? Like you know, I don't know. And like you said, maybe the cries aren't loud enough.
That's what I'm
for that. I guess
just because it don't seem like a difference.
Because I feel like the regular shows, you had a lot of people that might not be Marvel fans that were watching them Jones. Baby based off word of mouth. I feel like what if. I feel like I don't think that many people outside of the fandom
is really even digging into that.
You feel me? So,
which is so odd that they like before it was even done, they cleared it for a second season,
right?
Yeah. And before this one even came out, they're like, by the way,
the third season.
What if season 3? And I'm like, you guys got to stop.
Yeah, I kind of feel that. I do
because
feel
like
that.
It's not like a movie where like if the movie comes out, you wait for the reception, you got to wait for box office, you got to wait for critical reception, you got to wait for fan reception, and then you go. All right, I guess we can see where the story can go next. This, you're making like 9 episodes.
Right.
So you got to wait for at least half of them to come out before you say, by the way, new season coming in 2 years. It's like, if it's not received well the first time, unless y'all make a complete 180, like you were saying, the show's just not going to be what you want it to be as a company.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I collect, I'm like an avid collector of Funko Pops.
Dope.
The What If Funko Pops sit on shelves, bro. Like no one's touching them because they're like, well, the show didn't really have that big of an impact, and like the characters weren't different enough for me to go out and want to buy these.
Right.
So if they weren't trying to buy it, certainly they're not trying to sit there for 30 to 45 minutes on a Wednesday and watch it. You know what I mean?
I'm really curious. Like, I'm gonna let this be the last joint before we move to the next joint. But I'm really curious why they aren't taking more risks with What If. Honestly, because low key, even like in Miss Marvel, remember in Miss Marvel when her and Bruno were walking down the street and they were talking about different versions of Captain Marvel, and it was like, what if she was from Wakanda?
Like that alone.
It was like Captain Panther, or like, you feel me? Like that would have been insane to see in a What If episode,
facts,
bro.
Actually,
Captain Marvel as Black Panther.
Nah, that's real.
And then getting into why that make
right.
I mean, that's wild.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just saying something like that.
Racy,
I thought about that for a second. Like, I thought about that for a second.
Get us canceled. It's like, no, but I get what you're saying. They could have tried something more creative.
Nah, that's all I mean. Just like
that was the whole pitch of it.
That's why we wanted to see it.
Yeah,
correct.
It was like, oh, y'all getting different. Like, okay,
not different enough.
And then, right, it's just like y'all kind of played us, like half played us, because y'all got different with the same things that we already know.
Nah,
right. So, man,
all right.
Well,
my bad. And like I said, I don't want to change anybody's opinion. That was just my thing.
I'm the type of person I like. Not for my opinion to be changed, but I want to be convinced to an extent of something that I'm not really thinking. I love that personally because it's just, perspectives.
Right.
But like, you really got me thinking in hindsight that it's really not as popping as I might have experienced it to be. I'ma still like it, but it
came in a sweet spot. I think
time.
you two nailed it on the head with that.
Yeah.
So like, I think a lot of its problems were overlooked. And like you said, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
When it was coming on week to week, I was excited
I'm
to
just
watch
here.
it still.
Yeah, be like, oh,
like it's like filler between whatever other Marvel shows got going on. Hell yeah, I'm gonna tap in.
You ain't never lied.
It is
right. Yeah,
so with that, we're gonna move on to Spider-Man freshman year. That was the next joint that was announced.
Look at you transitioning.
This one is coming in 2024. We don't have a specific date yet, but we know that year. So, all right. So I'm gonna preface it with this. When he first heard about Spider-Man freshman year, what was that? Was that the 2019 Comic Con or was that D23? That was D23. That was the last D23.
Yeah.
They kind of gave it to us saying that it's going to be an origin story for our MCU Spider-Man.
They didn't even They literally said it's going to be MCU canon.
Yeah.
Like
so,
word for word.
And they kind of are saying it now, but like
it's confusing.
From the characters and stuff that we're seeing, I don't know how that even makes that much sense. But everything looks really cool.
They going multiverse it? That's the only way, right?
That's
the only way. Because otherwise, it's like y'all lying, or
but then
y'all change, or y'all change what
canon?
It is.
In the multiverse, I think so.
That's the cheat. You know that's the cheat code. It's not. It gets it gets played out when you do that eventually. Like, we might not like that, right? But they can use it. Like, they can make it make sense if they want it to.
It's literally, like you said, the biggest trump card that they have right now. We can do whatever
we want
because the multiverse exists.
They can bring Robert Downey back tomorrow. Like, if they really want to, they can just be like, oh, here, he's a variant. Yeah. Boom. Here's Robert Downey Jr. That's it. So it's like, it just depends on how they portray it and if we like the decisions made. You know,
because his characters in this joint, obviously, that he hasn't even met yet. It was Harry Osborn, who is now black. I like that. The black Osborns.
I forgot that.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Wait, Harry gotta be black. I didn't even think about that. I gotta look at the pic again. Did we look black?
Cornrows.
Harry got cornrows?
Yeah.
He's telling me Harry look like Nick Cannon.
I'm gonna pull it up.
In Drumline?
Yeah, he's on the
Nicholas.
Team,
yeah. Oh, goodness.
Wait,
no, please. I gotta see this. It has to be a pause here. Like, what? I saw the dad with the waves. We can get into that too, because yes, power. But like at the same time, they got Harry with cornrows. Anyway, while he's looking up for cornrowed Harry, even I forget his first name, last name Cho. Oh my God, that's Harry.
Amadeus
Cho. Yes. Isn't he another version of Hulk? He's a younger Hulk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he goes like he used to be like the totally awesome Hulk, and then like he just changed his name to Brawn, and like he's typically like on the Champions with like Kamala and stuff like that.
Got you, fly,
which is cool. That's absolutely awesome. Except I don't
like what's happening.
I don't know who. Once again, let me give it its flowers. The animation style where it looks like it's the 60s, but it's modern.
Dope.
Yeah,
I think that's
like it.
fantastic.
Perfect choice. Yeah.
My thing. Amadeus Cho is in it. If I'm correct, and I could be wrong, and I hope it doesn't come off the wrong way. Wasn't his mom the woman in Age of Ultron?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So he could be in the MCU.
So he could be in the MCU. That's
hold on.
I also heard, what's her name is a rumored to be in Secret Invasion too. So y'all could be onto something.
Nah, but do you remember what we talking about real quick?
What?
In Age of Ultron, it was the Asian woman that was helping Ultron.
Like she got mind controlled.
Her that's his mom in the comic books.
I'm thinking.
So he could come. He literally could come back later in.
Also, don't listen to me. Y'all say Age of Ultron. I'm thinking Agents of Shield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't think about that.
He said
don't think about it. I haven't even seen it, so don't worry. I haven't even seen it. But yes, continue, please.
But like, then you start looking at more of the characters. They're like, oh yeah, this Peter who is supposed to be confirmed to be Tom Holland's Peter and the main universe. Mm-hmm. This is what he's gone through and the people that he's met and the villains he's already faced. First of all, the suits that they revealed, one of them is the Future Foundation suit.
Yeah, I was like, how is that even possible? Though?
Yeah.
That's a Fantastic Four suit.
Yeah.
So they don't exist in this universe yet.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they show, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. They showed his homemade suit. I was like, never mind. I like the homemade suit.
The homemade suit hard, right?
The homemade suit.
The whole outfit with the knee, but like the backpack. He's matching too.
Yeah.
Like he
the
looks
fact
fire.
that he has like the little I'm assuming the web fluid in a canister behind him.
Yes.
Sure.
Also, Daredevil looks fire, so I get all your points visually. He looks stupid.
But how is Daredevil here?
No, literally, why is he here? This doesn't make sense. He didn't know him.
How?
Yeah.
Unless, again, they can finesse it, but it's how they do it. They can pull he was messing with Daredevil, but just for some weird, dumbass reason, he didn't mention him before and then just not know Matt Murdock.
Bro,
that can't happen.
Correct.
But it's like
say it again. Doctor Strange is in this joint. You didn't see
Doctor Strange
is in it. That
not only is Doctor Strange is in it.
Yo, they said this is before Civil War. Didn't Doctor Strange didn't even pop up yet?
No.
This is after Civil War.
No. It's 5 years prior to Civil War.
You're right. I'm mad.
So he wouldn't even be here.
No.
Oh man.
But my thing is, they showed the villains of the show. One of which being Scorpion, who was introduced in Homecoming, and they completely forgot about him.
Uh-huh.
Then another one is Tombstone, which, in my opinion, should have been one of the main players in this next trilogy.
Do you know about that picture? I wish. Can you look at? Oh, that's Tombstone. Okay, I just wanted to see physically.
Mm-hmm. So I like keeping my thing is Spider-Man has always been like a ground level superhero. And that's why I've always adored the character. It doesn't matter who's behind the mask. The fact that they don't deal with all the shenanigans in space and all that stuff. They deal with like the street level stuff. They're the neighborhood Spider-Man, whoever is behind the mask. Tombstone is literally just a gangster. So if you just let Tom Holland go up against a real big time gangster in the MCU, and the next trilogy making it a little bit darker and aging it up with him, it would have been great. But now we're seeing he fought him 5 years prior to Civil War. Then not only that, Doc Ock is in the photo.
That was my thing too.
Right. But when he pops up in No Way Home, he
does not know who that man is.
Do I know you? I guess you do, my boy. You gotta fill us in.
Yeah. No, that's facts, bro.
I don't know.
Question. All right, so I'm gonna pull this question out. I'm gonna pull the question out. Do y'all think? Because we don't know yet. They didn't really give too much information on this topic that we're all talking about. But everyone was talking about it. So it's obvious they're going to answer this somehow, right?
Sure.
Either by just the show and be like, hey, you're going to figure out these answers and we know what y'all are talking about. Like, we paid attention to that. Right. Or they're going to have to release something to be like, hey, this isn't canon anymore. And we just got creative. What were people saying? Like, this is if Disney always had the rights.
Had the rights to it.
And I like that.
Kind of what they would have done if they always had the rights.
Right. And if that's true, just say that. That's all. Because I don't got a problem no more.
Sure.
But if y'all just going to act like y'all didn't announce it was canon and then make us watch this show and by the end I'm going to have a huge issue.
The crazy part is, like, some of the other YouTubers I was watching, they got press releases for it and it still said it was set before Civil War and stuff like that. So I don't know.
So it sounds multiverse. It's no other way, right? It's got to be a multiverse story.
Because none of this makes sense if it's not.
It could be another universe, right? No? Another timeline? Could be.
It could be. Let's say so.
Like, I don't know if I like that, but like,
I'm not mad at that, though.
But they already did something that we've already touched upon. They've already announced that sophomore year is in the making.
And that also doesn't.
And this show comes out in 2 years. Yeah. How are you already greenlighting a sequel? And we've only seen concept art, and y'all have us more confused than anything.
Also, his sophomore year is Far From Home. So how does that make sense? Right? Or is Homecoming his sophomore year?
I want to say
Homecoming is his sophomore year.
Yeah.
So it would be when we're introduced to, introduced, but his first solo job.
Realistically, his sophomore year never happened.
Right.
Because
my God.
It goes Homecoming, Infinity War, 5 years, he's gone.
Oh my God.
And then it comes back.
Yeah.
So realistically, I guess they can play with whatever sophomore year is within the blip.
That's what it is. They're trying to play with, I think they're going to try to finesse something that we don't know.
It's got to be. That I noticed during when, Comic-Con, all this stuff was coming out, like the screen caps. There was one somebody put a side by side with the scene when Tony Stark had came to visit him
in Civil War,
and he walked in the room, and they side by sided with the Harry Osborn scene from the cartoon, like
they had the nerve to say, I'm literally looking at it at my screen. Mm-hmm. They were like, and in this iteration, it's not Tony Stark who's his mentor, it's Norman Osborn, and I'm like, but when Norman showed up in the universe. He says, my son doesn't exist. My company doesn't exist. He didn't run into a doppelganger of himself.
That's fact.
So it has to be multiverse. It has to be something.
Or we're going to get an announcement at D23 that, hey, y'all, we messed up. Or
someone also pointed out, they were like, but this isn't the first time that, like, Marvel has goofed up on, like, timeline stuff with Spider-Man.
True.
Because, what was it, Homecoming? They're like, They show Vulture, like, in the beginning of the movie, like, cleaning up Avengers, like, the battle for New York. And that was in 2012.
Oh,
then they go 8 years later, and all of us went.
Yeah.
So they have my faith. They have my faith.
Right. But I'm scared. I'm a little scared as all. They always got my faith. You know what I mean? Like, we're fans. We're stands. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch whatever they drop. But it's like, y'all playing a little bit.
I think you hit it right. Like, you hit it like a nail. If they would have just pitched this as like a spiritual successor or in the vein of like the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, the animated Spider-Man TV show, the like the new animated ones and all that stuff. If they were like, it's just our specific take on what Spider-Man would have been, like you said, if Disney always had the rights.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the MCU. Cool. It's just its own thing. Cool. I would have been like, wow, I'm on board for Black Norman Osborn. Check those waves. Look at Harry.
Check those waves. Player. Not check the waves. He going to do it in the show, too.
And then they got Nico from The Runaways. I watched The Runaways. I enjoyed The Runaways. Where the was she in this entire thing?
This whole thing. Yeah, whole thing. I heard
You're telling me this girl was walking around in the universe, but Doctor Strange never went, hey, listen.
There's so many questions. There's like holes here. Yeah. It's a lot of holes.
I don't know.
But again,
the fact that we got to wait 2 years to get answers.
No, for real. Yeah, because it don't come out. You're talking about right. The sophomore one comes out after that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And it sucks because again, what you said, like it looks great. It looks visually. It's like whoa, like I'm gonna watch it. Like it looks good. Sure. But like, come on, y'all gonna make us watch this 10 episode, whatever it is, John, and then at the end be like, oh,
multiverse.
Like that's dumb. Like that's dumb.
Speaking of multiverses,
did you just finesse something?
I might have.
You a transit.
Congratulations.
You're doing good. You're doing good, my boy. Yes, so get out of here.
Another show they announced was Marvel Zombies, which is a spinoff of
that episode.
What If. Of that episode of What If, obviously, yes.
It's the same animation, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, from what they can see. And that, I'm interested. Also,
I am.
They saying it's going to be TV mature.
That changed the game for everybody. A little bit. Because it already looked cool. It looks cool, right? It's not like, let's be honest, y'all. Before the TV, did y'all like care? Were y'all going to watch it? Yes. But it wasn't that regardless. Deep. It was like,
this is like an icing on the top of the cake.
It made you go, oh, now I have to watch it a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This was certainly one of the things where I was like, I didn't ask for this at all.
Yeah. But
like, I guess now that you made it TV mature,
I gotta watch.
I better see blood or something like that. Because like in all the MCU shows, if someone gets stabbed, shot, dropped, there's no blood.
No.
And I'm like, time out. I'm a human being. If I got shot by an arrow from Clint Barton, chances are a little blood's going to come out. So if they're going to do the zombie stuff and they're going to make it like mature, fine. And if it goes off with a bang, hopefully that shows Kevin Feige that he doesn't only have to make like family friendly stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I think the fandom is hoping.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like they mentioned all the like they showed like the different characters that are going to be in there. First of all, how do y'all feel about the characters that are supposed to pop up?
I will say random, but I like it. Like, it was cool. It was like, wow, these seem like low-key, besides some, they're like almost the reject characters, or the characters you don't care about too much, besides like a Kamala or like a Shang-Chi, you know what I mean? But like, or even Kate Bishop, but like, it's still people that you're not expecting to, like Jimmy Woo is a hero now.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's like, okay, y'all making me care about this thing that sounds so irrelevant almost. So that's what's got me.
I'm curious to see, like, is it going to just start with all of them together? Boom. Or are we going to see each episode kind of like their little story, how they dealing with the zombie stuff and everything?
That could be cool if there was a bunch of little arcs that led to, you know what I mean?
Because I'm curious, like, how are they the ones that survive? Exactly. It's a lot of heroes in the MCU. How are they?
You just made a good point.
The ones that survive.
Damn, maybe we're going to see other heroes become the zombies. Like,
no, they showed us
up around.
And they showed us some more. Like, they showed us Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. Icarus.
They showed us Icarus. Abomination.
I'm saying
Okoye
got hit.
Yes. Yep. I'm saying maybe they will show us them become them though, because they don't have to.
No, that's true.
They can just pull up on it.
I wonder is this going to pick up directly after what happened and what? Because remember at the end of that episode of What If they were landing in Wakanda. And Wakanda already got hit, and Thanos popped up with the gauntlet.
That's what he was saying. Like, maybe this is a continuation of that Thanos part. Maybe, but
then that also drives home the question: what happened to all the surviving heroes from the end of that episode? Now, unless they're going to start it off with that, because like who survived? Spider-Man survived because he had the cape.
Black Panther.
Black Panther, like barely didn't he? If I'm correct,
Ant-Man's head or no?
Ant-Man's head.
Yes. And did the Hulk survive or no? Did he die earlier in the episode?
I don't remember him making it.
Okay.
I could be wrong though.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I know who was it? Wasp or Ant-Man went big.
Wasp died. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a buck. That was one of the best.
That was the best episode. That episode was dope. But like, that was definitely the craziest scene. I think
it's just so crazy that's the episode they went. Let's make a spin-off show of that one.
Yo, you ain't crazy points because it's true. It's kind of random. Yeah. It's just like y'all can pull this if y'all write a really well done like. Obviously, underdog story.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what it seems like what's happening with that cast. You know what I mean? Even Kamala don't got the full suit. She obviously don't got a whole, you know what I mean? There's other things, there's things that are limited.
Bro, I really think they might do episodes. Because, like, yo, imagine seeing her family.
Stop.
Wait,
is that no?
That's gonna be
not
crazy.
Dad.
Yes.
I love Dad.
No.
That's going to get...
Yeah, mom.
And the brother?
Relax.
Yeah, the brother
was
bro.
one of the standouts.
Oh, Bruno. No, yeah, this is going to be bad. Okay.
So I really feel like I hope that's the direction they go and give us episodes with each
That
of
would
them
actually be really dope.
And bring it together because that'll be...
I'm calling it now. the fact that they chose this episode to be a spinoff show, I feel like the next thing that'll spin off from What If will be 1602. Since they decided to make that like a random one-off episode, they're going to be like,
let's keep that going.
Let's do it.
Hey man, but again, like, you know me, I'm simple. Like if the episode's dope enough,
if it's interesting,
cool,
I'll
take it. Right. It's not like I'm gonna not watch it, so we'll see what's going on. But isn't there only one more?
Yeah.
All right, it's the one.
It's that one.
You know, X-Men 97.
7.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? I don't know. They announced some new characters or some new. Yeah, they announced some new characters.
Over the moon.
They announced characters that are already on the show, but they said they're getting more of a main role, right? Didn't they say that for some?
And a few people that they added, like Sunspot wasn't in the original series.
Right.
They added him.
Right. You see Nightcrawler looking fire.
Super fire.
Jeez.
Honestly. Wait, before we get into it, who's your favorite X-Men member?
Honestly, Nightcrawler's in my 3. It might be him. He's just so cool to me.
Well. We're all on the same page.
Cool, let's go. Come on.
He's always been my favorite.
Yeah, he's bull.
Like everyone goes Wolverine. I'm like, yeah, but Nightcrawler.
Right, like y'all so simple. Get out of here. Like, Nightcrawler's so cool, bro.
Yeah. So when I saw him pop up, I went, okay.
Also, they didn't announce how many episodes or anything like that, right?
Let me look at this.
Because I don't think so. It might be a surprise. That show had a lot of episodes.
What was it, like 4 seasons? 4 or 5 seasons?
Yeah.
I need to.
Also, Magneto looks stupid in this show. Like his looks,
his new
fire.
setup,
fire.
I got to go back and start the X-Men
Bro,
series
tell me how.
again.
So ready? I'm watching it with my son because he obviously doesn't understand, but I want to watch it and I can just put it on and he'll like look at stuff. So like I've been watching it and now they're gonna say that they got the orders wrong.
Oh yeah,
I feel so stupid.
It's not all of them. It's certain ones like later in the show, like because it's a Joan when she becomes Phoenix and then she dips off, but then the way that Jones was set up, like 3 episodes later she's back, but it doesn't make any sense. They just had to flip things around. It came from when they was airing the show. It was out of order.
Right.
Some things that happened.
But that means that the way that it was on Disney Plus before today
was incorrect. Yes.
It was right. So I got to rewatch it.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm this isn't good.
It's a great show to rewatch, though.
100%. I'm just lost now.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna be confused. But yeah, that was my only gripe.
Nah.
It looks fire, man. Good. Like I'm upset. Oh my god, that's a lot of episodes, man. I have to go back.
It is.
But now I'm excited because I just can't wait to like watch it and then go straight into the show whenever it comes out. It was the fall.
Fall 2023, yes.
Man, so we get fall next year. Oh my god.
Fall next year
because we get Blade 2. Oh, we gonna get into that obviously, but like they stacking from we'll get in. It seems like they heard some things and they were like, we gonna give y'all a lot.
Facts.
Not even announcements. I'm talking about the actual choices of this movie to this movie. You know what I'm saying? They were like, y'all gonna get hit a couple because we know y'all want more. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. This looks good. I don't have anything to say, to be honest.
I'm excited.
So you two were saying that this is the one that you're most excited for out
as
of all
far as
the animations.
Yes. This is my top John. Yeah, bro. When they announced it last year,
right,
I lost my mind, bro. When because I didn't believe it. I'm like, y'all doing what?
Yeah, no, that's right.
And y'all it's continuing what?
Because it was canceled. It was a canceled show. So for them to rebirth
and not only
a
canceled show, a canceled show from like 20 some years ago.
No, for real.
And y'all continuing this story.
That was pretty cool.
It's just to me, it's like it's showing how much they understand the importance of the X-Men to the Marvel period
and just the fandom of it.
Yes,
yeah, just how much we care about certain things. Yeah.
So let me ask you, as folks who grew up with it and are very excited, are you worried that the new writers may not take care of the property? And like it may not be what you expect it to be.
I'll go first. Because you know more about it than me. I'm really like I've watched it growing up, but I don't know the show like that, right?
Right. That's how I am.
I don't want to be nasty and rude because he's obviously did great with Loki, right? But like I'm scared because it's the Michael Waldron boy who did Doctor Strange.
But
and that's scary.
A lot of the people from the original show
are
involved. They are involved. Yeah. Not everybody, but
writing wise or production wise.
Because that changes it. When they first announced this, John, I watched. It was an interview with the two of the writers from the original show, and they were talking about the process for this joint. They wasn't giving too much up, obviously, but like,
right. Okay, that changes it for me.
I'm so it's not like it's a whole new situation.
Cool.
They got people from the original joint. That's
so they're gonna make it connect.
Okay, so there's some love and some care.
Right.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go. Yeah. Somebody put their foot in it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I
indeed.
Yeah, for sure. Sugar mamas. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. Yeah, no, this is. I'm extremely excited for this, John.
Yeah, I know. You've been hyped for this, John. I know. Because this one,
the smile is so genuine.
No, right? Like, you know he's hyped. He was just, but you're not the only one. I got a couple friends that have been like, when that announcement happened, I was super excited for the reasons you're saying, just because it's very creative and going back. That's just really cool. But it's got a lot of diehard fans like you and a bunch of people I know. So, like, I know it's got to live up to a lot.
It do.
That's all. That's all.
It do.
It's a big thing for people.
No, facts. I'm excited.
I'm worried about one thing.
What's up?
From what I remember, like you said, I remember watching it in passing as a kid. Right. Colossus was part of the show, wasn't he? And they didn't say he was coming back.
Oh, he was.
He was a part of, but a lot of those side characters, like not side characters.
Yeah,
but
no, I know in the show.
Certain like Bishop and Nightcrawler,
be in and out, right?
They were in episode arcs, and then they kind of dipped off a bit. So it wasn't like they were part of the main squad. So like, I feel you on that though. I wish they would bring him. I wish they would have brought him involved.
And who knows? He might be.
Right.
Like I said, maybe he's just there for an arc or a couple episodes.
I literally was about to say maybe this is their only preview. What that preview was season 1.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like it could be a thing where cause we don't know how many episodes. They could be like there's only 9 episodes. We might not like that, but it might be a longer thing going on.
And
like
one thing I did like about the show is how they did their arcs. They'll give you 2 or 3 episode arcs. Like this is one story, but they broke it into 2 or 3 episodes, and you got to watch them together.
No, that part is cool.
So I'm hoping they keep that. You know,
they haven't already said there's an X-Men 98, so we still have hope.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, besides that, yo, I don't really got much to say. I feel like that should be a good one. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Nah.
And now we have entered this stuff.
Yes.
So wait, on the same day.
Yes.
On the same day. It's not technically. I guess it's animated. Did y'all see the trailer for I Am Groot?
Yes, and I liked it a lot.
Only reason why I didn't put it in this is because I found out it's actually for it's a kid's short show. I didn't know that. It's like for kids. Yeah. I'm gonna still watch it when I have a child, so it's easy. I got to pass. But like on top of it, it's just I didn't know it was gonna be such a small thing. But it looks the trailer. I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
It looks cute.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, and it just Groot. We love baby Groot. Yeah. Like Yeah. But it looks dope. It looks dope. I'm excited for it. So what's first?
Oh yeah. So
all right.
We're gonna start. We might as well just get into the phase talk.
We're gonna get it phase wise. Yeah. So first off, we're
in phase 4, and Feige announced that phase 4 is ending with Wakanda Forever.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know, so Wakanda Forever comes out November 11th this year.
Yeah,
and they also dropped the trailer.
Yeah,
and
wait before we get. Because we're here now.
Nah.
Before we get deep into Black Panther for a sec, we can talk about the phase 4 thing a little bit. Like, how do y'all feel? Like, I guess about the phase. Personally, you know, people have been having a lot of gripes about the phase and stuff. Personally, I'm not a fan. I still like all of it. Yeah, was it as exciting as some other phases? Maybe not here and there, but I'm not mad that we got built. I feel like this is the buildup of the multiverse saga thing that's going on. You know what I mean? To an extent, on the Disney Plus level of it. So,
absolutely,
I'm not really mad at all, personally. But what do y'all think about this phase and it ending kind of soon? And
so you can go.
Oh, I'm not mad. I'm gonna agree with you on it. I'm not mad at that. I am excited to see what comes next.
Right, of course.
But I definitely understand the importance of this joint. This definitely was a building thing. I feel like people are so. We got Infinity War and Endgame, and people were so
thirsty
and hyped up on that joint.
And
they wanted to hit the ground running again. It's like, no, we got to go back to the. We got to go back to the bottom again and build our way up. We got to introduce some new people, introduce some new concepts, and that's what they were doing with this phase. I feel like.
Yep.
And I feel like phase 5 is about to hit the ground running after that. But
you can look at the lineup and it just looks more exciting.
Yeah.
Even more excited than we were for the phase that we got already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's obvious that they are aware of that. I just What do you think?
Yeah.
So I don't dislike this phase the same way that everybody else dislikes it. If I was ranking the current phases, I would probably put this as like the 3rd best phase, like with the 4th phase being phase 1 because it's the beginning.
Okay, I get it.
You know what I mean? Respect. Like they escalated from there, so that's fine.
Respect.
I think this phase could have been really good, but I'm not going to pretend that shooting and COVID didn't mess this phase up
real bad,
immensely. Just the way that they had to throw the order out of whack. Like, do you guys remember what the original order of Phase 4 was supposed to be? And like that looked, it makes more sense to go from this to this to that to that to that to that. And then with them scrambling to figure out what they were going to do, I wish they would have just kept it at that phase. And like everybody's like, oh, it's ending so quickly. Like that seems to be the response from last night. But I'm like, I mean, Thor was supposed to come out in 2021, and from like that shot, like that screenshot that they talked about in 2019, that was supposed to be the last movie. So I mean, 2021 is last year, so it would have ended last year if we're going to assume that.
Right.
It, like, you know, but I think this, like the highs in this phase are very high.
Yeah.
And in the lows, I feel like people like to poke at them because it's the MCU. If it was anything else, they'd be like, oh, we'll let that slide. 100%. But because it's something that's like in the mainstream and people like enjoy it, there's always going to be people that want to like just take the fun out of stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So like, I think there's certainly like standout performances of whether it's the actors and actresses, the shows, the movies, they're standouts. And I think it was a building phase. You put it perfectly. You can't get to where they're trying to go without everything that's already been established. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some wonky stuff in there. Like
we don't even gotta. I mean, we don't even gotta.
You're right. There's some wonky stuff.
It's okay. Yeah.
But like, you know, give it time. And I feel like when everything starts to come together the way that they plan it to, I think people will look back on this phase and be like, oh. Oh, all right. All right. Like they're setting up like at least 3 different alleys here. They have the multiverse stuff. They have Thunderbolts. And then
they finally got a street level Loki because of this.
They sprinkle in and everything.
So I think they know what they're doing. I think it's an okay phase.
It's Kevin, man. We trust in Kevin. People just, you know what I mean? Like, you said it perfectly. I feel like people just, it's bigger than what it used to be for just us fans.
Correct.
It's way bigger.
Like Infinity War and Endgame
really changed life.
Everything.
Like it literally changed how people look at movies, changed how they look at big franchises, changed how they look at Marvel, changed how they look at superhero content. It changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? That whole year did, because remember, it was the first $1 billion movie was Black Panther first, and then that junk came out. And then we had Captain Marvel and Ant-Man 2, and then, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of a time. Like, I just feel like we were low-key getting, like, overfed crazy for a while. So now, once it just rolled back, everybody just, you know, too hype. Just
and relax, then with people saying, like, things aren't connecting, like, not everything is going to connect. You feel me?
Right.
What does Spider-Man Homecoming do for Phase 3?
Nah, you ain't never lied, bro. Like, what is
it? Doesn't do anything. But we all enjoyed it, and it's fine.
And we,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with not everything. It's also weird that was a big problem with people. Oh, I gotta watch this to get this to get that.
What? How?
Then when Marvel was like, all right, cool. Here's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Literally, the only thing you need to know is the end of Endgame and anything that happened in any Captain America movie. That was it. And people are like, yeah, but what's it do for the rest of the universe, bro?
You ain't
What's it doing? Here's Eternals. This beautifully shot film.
Come on.
Don't get me wrong, kind of boring. They chose the absolute worst person to be the main character and stuff, but I was with it. But what's it do for the rest of the universe, man? How's this connect?
No, for
Marvel's
real, bro.
losing it, and I'm like,
oh my god!
What more do you want from me?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying this so perfectly. I'd be mad sometimes. Like, I'd be like, bro, I don't even want to see your opinions. Like,
nah, that's right.
Right?
Like, y'all just so mad to just be mad. Like,
facts,
give things time. Some things not gonna be the best you ever seen, bro. I'm not expecting Marvel every single movie to be the greatest movie I've ever seen. I'm not expecting that. It's hard to do that. This is one company doing all this.
And also look at it like this. They also giving you a lot of different genres.
Come on.
Like they doing a lot of firsts. They doing a lot of firsts.
Bro, the things that nobody ever did before. Yeah,
Exactly.
people not looking at it like that at all.
Grace, you feel me?
At all.
Like
regardless, I wasn't the biggest, by the end of it, I wasn't the biggest fan of Moon Knight. I still enjoyed Moon Knight, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it by the end. I thought I was going to get something more, maybe a little more than what we got.
I agree.
With that being said, this shit was still the first time I seen something like that.
No,
I can't be mad at that. Like, I'm ever going to take that as like, I wish they, I didn't watch that or something. Like, it was still dope. We still going to get way more type of supernatural thing. It wasn't the first mention of like Egyptian gods and stuff. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't know. People just spicy. It's for no reason. Yeah. But anyway.
So phase 4 is suitable.
Right. That's a perfect way to end it. Phase 4 is suitable. And while we do that, let's go to the end of phase 4 because that trailer was ridiculous.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God. And we're black people, so it was worse for us.
Did anybody was fighting tears from this dude, bro?
Yeah,
every time I watch it.
He's in. I'm a human. So yeah.
Bro,
I have emotions.
Every time I think I've seen the trailer
like 5 times,
6 times,
yeah,
bro.
for sure,
and it's like every time I watch it, I'm trying to
I have chills on my whole body.
Stop
at certain spots.
Tears coming up.
Yeah, no,
bro, the song choice, the shots they picked.
They had Tim singing into Kendrick Lamar. Things was going on, man. Like,
Neymar looked amazing. Angela Bassett.
Oh, stop.
The line,
bro. The line is what broke all of us.
It's like,
oh my God. So here's my thing with that. Since we're talking about the trailer now, when she said that, her exact words are, I'm the queen of the most powerful nation on the planet, and like my entire family is gone. Are we assuming that some of this movie takes place during the blip? Because technically Shuri got dusted along with T'Challa. So if that would remain, she would be the only remaining person of the royal family keeping that up.
That's a good theory because you had one too, right? Where you think that scene is happening? What you think that scene is?
Yeah.
Because say yours too because that's a good one. So I didn't think about that.
I think that scene. I don't know. Kind of relying on some of the leaks and shit that came out, but
it's cheating ass. It's fine. Keep going.
No, but I'm just they didn't say that in the leak, but I'm just kind of putting two and two together. What I think that they're talking about because they showed. I think she was in the throne room when she was saying that. I'm assuming that she might have been talking to Namor when she said that. Because there's theories that they go to Wakanda asking for help, and they deny them help.
I've seen the leaks. I'm not gonna front. It's not just you. I'm a
okay. Cool. You a leak ball too?
Okay.
It's low key like a drug. Like we should probably get away from it.
I tried to not do it, but I was like,
it's hard. It looked too good, man.
Nah, facts.
You show me a picture of Dr. Doom. What am I supposed to do?
Correct.
I have feelings, man. Jesus. But no. So with that being said. But again, I could really see both because we don't actually know where any of these scenes are going to take place.
Sure.
Like I assumed that when it was an all white that it's a funeral scene. It could not be.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. If I'm going off of both of them, shit, I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Now I feel like I got to make one.
Let me ask y'all a question though. How do y'all feel about Namor finally? Because this Comic-Con was the first confirmation of Namor actually being in the film, because it's been speculation for however long. How do y'all feel about him? Like, how do y'all feel about the appearance? How he looks on screen so far?
You want to go first? I thought he looked stupid.
2 thumbs way up.
Way up. Like, oh my God, he looks fire.
So excited.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Like the one little part in the trailer where like you see like his mother giving birth.
Yes.
And then like whoever is holding him, they touch the wings on his feet, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that part. I'm about to watch it again.
Lost my mind.
I gotta see that detail.
Because there's certain things in like these character portrayals that when they jump from the page to the screen, they're like, this may be a little too goofy to adapt. Right. But they kept the wings on his feet, and I'm so happy about it.
That's hard.
And I think his name's Tanakh. Is that the gentleman's name who's playing him? Yes. I think he's gonna do amazing.
He looks so
and then
good.
wrapping it in with like that culture and the fact that if you want to say Atlantis it's Aztec. If you're trying to say that it disappeared, and so did like Aztecian, once again, making up words.
It sounded accurate. That's okay.
Thank you. There we go. If I just think that was a genius move.
Me too.
To tie Atlantis to that culture.
Beautiful choice. Yeah.
And then just knowing who he is in the comic books, and then knowing how it seems that I don't know. I don't want to talk about the leaks. But like, it seems where they're heading.
Man, we get into them on here. You
spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
All right, just in case he's right. Just in case everybody's right.
That's cool.
It seems that they're with the leak of potentially Doctor Doom popping up.
Right.
If they're doing Doom Wars, where like he was the one who orchestrated the war between Atlantis and Wakanda in the first place.
I heard there's a rumor that's why he's in this. That you might be onto it.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
To bring Doom in this way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
choices, right?
Look,
beautiful choices.
The nose ring,
bro.
Just the colors popping on him and stuff details, like that.
Bro. Like,
wait, let me turn just right into that. The colors alone, like I'm not even talking about just him, because so the way he looks and the way colors are portrayed off of him, right?
Yeah,
his people. The every shot looked beautiful,
bro. The water
realistic
shots, bro. The water shots, bro.
No, it freaked me out
when he was standing and he had the whole headdress,
kind of like Avatar vibes. Yes, like whoa. You're talking about when he had the headpiece.
Yes.
Nah, bro. It actually looks like some of the most beautiful like film things I've ever seen in a long time. You know what I mean?
Did not feel like a Marvel trailer.
No, right?
Nah. If you would have showed this to me and I had no recollection of the first Black Panther movie or who these characters are, I'd be like, well, what is this Oscar bait movie, guys?
Come on. And y'all got all the black people in it? No, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it, bro. You seen Shuri about to cry like 7 times in the damn trailer? Like, it's, oh my God.
Ain't no trailer. I'm going to keep it a bean with you, bro. No trailers ever moved me emotionally like this.
The only trailer that I can say that got an emotional anything out of me was Endgame.
I was just about to say that.
Right.
Mine might have been Infinity War just because I'm a geek. Like I just started like.
I respect that though.
I
respect that. But like, I think the impact of Endgame, since like our heroes lost, half of them are gone. They're scattered, and they have to come back together to avenge everyone who's fallen and stuff like that. And just the somber tone of what Endgame was, is very on point with what this trailer was.
True.
And like, I was jumping up and down in my apartment. I felt so bad for anybody who lives below us.
Yo, me too.
I was losing it.
Yeah.
And like just the feel that you get from the movie, I was like, if we're looking at this as a Black Panther trilogy, right? You get the first movie where he's so stuck in his ways just because that's the way that he was brought up.
Right.
But someone changes his views and it shows that there is more that I can do. I need to be more than this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you get this, where unfortunately we have to deal with the passing of Chadwick. But if you look at this as like it's usually coined this way as the Empire Strikes Back of what a trilogy is supposed to be. It fits the bill.
Wow,
it fits the bill.
That's a good point.
And then whatever the third one chooses to be,
I don't want to get.
This could be one of the best trilogies.
Yeah, no, it could be one of the best trilogy ever. Yeah, that's big facts.
We argue that a lot.
What's the best?
MCU has the best trilogy, and like this is definitely fighting on his way.
Yeah. It really, like, you made a great point because it set itself up perfectly to be the perfect second movie to the trilogy.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like almost like to the climax, like to an extent.
Right.
Especially since we heard the lead, I'm not gonna get into them because we don't want to do that too much. But like, what we hear is going to happen at the end, right? Anyway, but it's just like y'all are building this ridiculously.
Ridiculous. And bro,
I have nothing but faith in Ryan Coogler.
Me too. I praise that man. Come on, like nah. People got to put more respect in his name than we even think about right now.
They do.
He's a different dude.
And to be honest, bro, it's just like it's so crazy because it's like we know Wakandans is going through a lot in this joint. Not only did they get snapped, they had everything that happened in Endgame. Now they losing T'Challa. Now it looked like they flooding Wakanda. So it's like back to back to back to back. Like they
lost their protector.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to step up. Whatever the rumors may be.
Too,
who's gonna do it? Like that's why I think there couldn't have been a better villain. That's even like I don't want to even paint Namor as a villain because I haven't seen the movie yet.
Good point.
I could see exactly where he's coming from, so I don't want to get there.
Good point. Like people were saying about Killmonger to an extent. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So like, but for him, like, let's say there's a scene where he comes up on land for whatever reason, and he's like, "All right, well, I don't need to talk to y'all. Who's in charge?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I'm in charge because our king is going to the." Right, he's like. Sounds good. Sounds like a kingdom
that I can
needs a king.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's how they go, And just from the action in this,
nah, bro, like
the part where they jump off the building and the Atlanteans are like on the side of the building.
Oh my god.
Bro,
I'm gonna have to watch the trailer after again.
It comes out on my birthday. I'm losing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, you gonna lose your mind, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
You gotta go full dashiki. Full dashiki.
I have to.
You gotta go.
I'm walking in like this.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk in
wild.
Yo, I'm gonna walk in like the Black Panthers from Civil Rights. I'm gonna have a hat and everything. No guns. But yeah, I'm gonna be in there. Nah, bro. Like this trailer's so crazy. We didn't even mention Riri. Yeah. Like that's how crazy this trailer is.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't even mention the them doing the scene where like Iron Man. Come on, bro. The heart alone, the heart popping out after that made me be like, okay, all right. Like I'm like y'all doing, and she looks good in it. Like everybody looks like the chemistry's ridiculous.
Yeah,
we should probably get off this movie.
Nah, because
we'll be here for days.
We're gonna sit here forever,
bro. It's phenomenal.
We can all agree that this looks like it's going to be.
I'm sorry, I have to do this real quick, Snowden, since we're on this pod and this is an ongoing thing. I told y'all I was right. And ZENN was wrong.
What more do you want?
Wrong one. I want to do it again. Shut up.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Because he kept saying, he was like, I'm not, it's a lot of risk on Black Panther, like the Shuri stuff on the scene. Like there's a lot going on, pressure. And I was like, look, man, I'm saying it's strong with my brothers and sisters. You're not going to do that with me. That's black on black crime what you're doing. I don't like that. So just so y'all know, I stayed 10 tones down. And this movie's gonna be as great.
It was a lot going on.
It was. I'm gonna give it to you, but I was still like, you nasty for that.
That's right. I'll take that. You feel me? I'm man enough to take on. Respect. I stand on that, and I was rightfully proven wrong.
For sure.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Shout out to Kevin Feige. It looks like it's gonna be amazing, man.
For real.
Yes,
man.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get any of us. Nobody get nobody wrong. The trailer's really good. There's been multiple times I've seen good trailers and the movie is lackluster.
Right. Very good point.
But the first Black Panther wasn't bad, so I have no faith thinking that this is going to be bad
at all.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like especially compared to the trailer too. Like the first trailer for Black Panther looked as promising as the movie. You know what I mean? Right. So like it succeeded to an extent for sure.
The only thing that people complain about it, and it's a certain group of people that like to complain about Black Panther. Oh, it's not that good. The villain's bad. Oh, the CGI at the end. Bro, you trying to tell me when Spider-Man's swinging? This is coming from a Spider-Man fan. When he's swinging in the MCU, you're trying to tell me that's good CGI? Moon Knight suit, bro?
Okay, I get you. Oh, stop. You're going to make me sad because I don't even want to call them all out like that.
The Hulkbuster, when Bruce Banner's head pops out, you want to talk about bad CGI? Looks so bad. I absolutely hate that argument. Yeah, Black Panther's a bad movie because the third act had some wonky CGI. Grow up, bro.
Nah, seriously. Like, are we watching a movie? It's not even about that. Yeah, come on.
That's what I'm saying.
But what you about to say?
Nah, go ahead.
We gonna be here.
We can stay on this joint for way too long.
You know what?
Real quick, hold up.
Yes, power.
All right, so since we're still in Phase 4, real quick, we got to touch on She-Hulk because that's coming out before.
Oh, sorry. Good point. That is Phase 4. Good call.
So we also got a She-Hulk trailer.
Yeah.
How did you feel, Snowden?
Top tier. I'm so excited.
That's what you were saying too. Yeah.
If somebody was like, if there's any one of these Disney Plus shows that they should knock out of the park,
it should be
this one.
It should be that. Yeah, I agree.
I think
perfect tones.
It looks the tone of it is fantastic.
Right in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right in the middle.
I was in here watching the trailers, and like when she does the whole, he doesn't mean that, and like look at the screen.
Come on.
My girlfriend was like, she does the Deadpool thing. I went, pause. Ooh, Deadpool does the
She-Hulk thing. Come on, don't even. Let's get into it.
Let's not throw dirt on her name. She was out here before
for real
doing it. You feel me? But I just think all the jokes between her and Bruce are going to be really funny. I think her dealing with the lawyer stuff is going to be so good and something different. You know what I mean? Like that's usually what people say Marvel falls into, like a formula. I think this steps out of the formula while being a Marvel thing. And then the last thing you see.
Come on, man. You don't even got
I threw my remote. I went time out.
I seen it, bro. The suit looked good, bro.
I'm sitting here in between sessions, sitting on the couch. I see that, bro. I'm like, what? They did it?
Yo. Like they actually did. Right. Yeah. That was me too. It was like, oh, y'all going there. Yeah. Y'all gonna let us know like that. All right.
And the suit looking so fire.
Yo, man.
The suit looks amazing. The little bit that we seen, we ain't even seen the whole setup, but the little bit we seen looks crazy, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I still believe the theory that he's also Frogman in that show.
You think so?
Yeah.
That like Matt?
Yeah. There was all right, so
Really?
already they said in the comic book there's a point where Daredevil dresses up as Frogman. Like, and he just, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is in the comic book. I didn't read it, but someone said that when the first trailer we saw, not the old, I guess the last time we got a trailer before this, right? Remember, you see him kind of twist Frogman, you see his eyes for a sec. If someone broke down like this, took the picture and was like, he kind of looked like Charlie Cox, like kind of. You know, people did this with Spider-Man No Way Home and the arm too, so it's really not that deep. But I was like, that's a crazy twist for us to not know that he's on the show. And then you find out, he was here the whole time type of thing. That's cool. Yeah. Especially if I heard he's on there for 3 eps. That's a lot of content.
Not it.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot of screen time.
Yeah, I'm and we're going to see him as a lawyer with her and Daredevil side. So, man, it looks good.
It does.
I'm excited.
And people shut up about CGI. It looked way better. Y'all can't see.
They did step it up for this
It
trailer.
looked way better. The movement was nice. Some scenes, still could work on a bit. Like for a trailer, bro, that joint looked ridiculous. Now
The
let's hear
funniest
you.
comment. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
No, come on. Give a funny comment first.
I was gonna say the funniest comment. Like I was watching it, and my girlfriend went, and I was like, "What's the problem?" She was like, "Why does her hair grow when she grows? Like his hair doesn't do that." And I went, "Shut up." Didn't nobody ask you to ask good questions like that?
Like got you really thinking about it. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I was like,
she's fine. She's fine. Also, Tim Roth is Abomination coming back. That's fly too.
Nah,
like he's a fire.
Wong popping
Wong is in it, bro.
Forgot about how dope that was.
That little conversation.
Also, because remember how dope it is. Because the last time we saw Wong at the end of not last time we saw him, but when we saw him at the end of Shang-Chi, that was where he was going. If you go back to that post-credit scene, that's the room. So it's like, y'all really, come on, man. I love when Marvel to be playing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just giving it to us before we, like, foreshadowing.
Like I said, when we look back on this phase,
come on, man.
People will start to appreciate it.
They don't understand. I literally said today that it's low-key like, I'm not going to put it that high, but it's like an 808s and Heartbreak effect. Like, they just ain't get it at first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gold, but y'all just ain't get it at first.
I don't have any buttons to push over there, but if I can,
I want to do it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but I did. Thank you. Nah, but seriously, because I just feel like it means more. It means it was the start to a lot of things.
Nah, facts.
So that's exactly where we at. But I don't know. I don't even want to stay too long on it. But you say your opinion.
I love it. It looks really good, bro. I'm excited. I'm sure it's gonna be cameo heavy.
Yeah.
I know the She-Hulk joint is gonna be
for sure.
Fire her interaction with Hulk.
Wait, real quick, getting into that. Cameo heavy. Like, what do you feel about? I heard people think it's definitely we get mutants in here.
I don't know. They did mention some things. Didn't they mention something?
I heard a rumor.
That was like,
I heard a big one.
Okay. What did you hear?
Juggernaut.
I didn't hear what you heard.
You heard
I
Juggernaut.
heard Juggernaut.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, could be wrong. They be doing stuff all the time. We also heard
but if there was
Doctor Strange, like
nah, fact.
If there was someone to defend, it would be Juggernaut.
Nah, that's true.
And it's literally that she's supposed to defend him.
Because I'm also looking at it too. After what we found out in Ms. Marvel with the mutant thing,
right?
I feel like they're gonna just start sprinkling random mutants randomly throughout a lot of the
which
drawings.
is fine.
How they should do.
They're not even gonna be like main characters. Gonna be like, oh, that's happening, and because I feel like it's going to lead up to the
world building,
people having a problem with mutants.
Yes, eventually.
You feel me? Like happening in the background of everything else that's going on.
That's how I thought they should have been handling it to begin with. Like, I don't need you to drop the whole team altogether at one point. But if you wanted to like do what people kept pitching, like, introduce Storm and Black Panther somehow. Right. Introduce someone like Bobby Drake in the next Spider-Man, since technically they're around the same age, especially if you make them the same age. Right. Put them in college with them. Like, that was my idea. Like, have him go to school. And then, like, his roommates just happen to be Johnny Storm and Bobby Drake. Who knows?
That would be so fire.
You know what I mean? God. But, like, you're giving the fans who they want to see in an organic way. Instead of just, hey, they've always been here.
Yep.
Because that's going to be their biggest hurdle to jump off. Like, the way that Eternals backfired on them, where they're like, oh, yeah, they've been here the whole time. And everybody went,
come on, man.
They've been where?
I liked the movie, and I was like,
Right.
Even their reasoning, it was like cool, but that's a lot of y'all.
Nah,
that's a lot of time. That's all. That's all.
Like, not one of y'all was doing something.
Not one. Like, bro, like the bull from Paperboy. Bro, you black. You went through all that slavery and you ain't say nothing. Come on.
They was down there before slavery.
Yeah. Come on, we don't got to get into it.
I never thought about it.
I only thought about it. The only reason I can let him go away with it is because he is literally not a real human being, like an actual. You know what I'm trying to say? He was created, so he might not look at race the same way we think. I know that's a very deep reason, but
time
he might not look at it the same way.
Think about that.
Yeah, Because otherwise, if you are looking at it as a race thing, he's wrong. He's like, he should be. Yeah. Like real bad, but we don't got to get into the slavery and Eternals. It's fine. That's a whole nother thing. She-Hulk looks amazing, and that's the end of Phase 4. Well,
Wakanda is the end of Phase 4.
Right, but boom, that's all Phase 4, right?
That's Phase 4.
Cool. So Phase 5.